Warning! This episode contains very suggestive content. If you or a loved one have suffered from unwanted exposure to same-gender fornication, casual nudity, or other unwanted attractions, please tune into other Tiny Giant Studios productions for auditory purification. Otherwise, enjoy the show.
People are tired. We want to live. But the economy has changed so much in the last 3 generations that we can't. We were never meant to live in a system where only one generation can get what it wants at the drop of a dime. I love moonlighting, but I can't keep this up. No one should be forced to work 2 jobs to afford a single-room apartment and barely stay afloat. And that leaves no time for anything else. A guy can always dream, but dreams will never fill your stomach or your heart. But the dream ends, and you repeat the cycle. It goes on and on and on.
You were right, Leann. We should have acted sooner.
But we would have been slowed down by the campers and counselors either way, even if they were already goners.
I hate to keep moving forward, but I really need to. I'm sorry.
Look, I don't know how long I can last if we're the only 2 able to stop the machine for good. I'm gonna get real tired and hungry.
You're right. How about you take the spare change and go out to the surface? Too bad we won't be able to relay communication from up there. I only have my phone. Here. Go take some pics up there so I can see what's happening up top.
Okay, sure. I need some time away from the machine. Do you want me to get you anything?
That restaurant next to the bridge. I heard it's got some bomb-ass omelets and fries. Largest size, or whatever they call it.
Sounds like a plan. You're going in alone for the next one?
And for good reason. It's very explicit from the data I've pulled up. An island resort dedicated to the full male form. Gaytopia.
So, kinda like the bathhouses for gay men downtown? Heard those places are way more OSHA compliant than any store I've been in.
Well, yeah, but fortunately this isn't real. But I'd also rather handle this one alone until I actually need help. I've been around long enough to see what I don't need to see.
I didn't need to know. I'll see what's happening up top. Maybe it's a good thing Asch is going alone this time. But an entire world dedicated to naked men? There's gotta be a pattern here. Chagrin Falls, Ohio. Just as I remembered from when I walked the park steps down from the library years ago. Geese aplenty, and raging cascades all over. Where's all the dog walkers and the kids? And why's the water level so high? Is there a dam built nearby? I guess it makes sense to use hydroelectric power for the AI generator, but this looks more like rapids than just a river. But if a data center uses 500 million gallons of water daily, shouldn't the river run dry already? I better get some more food before we starve.
I hate to abuse this power, but a life worth saving is a life worth saving. Athena, commence resuscitation.
Did I lose?
I'm sorry, but you nearly died out there. Camp Penance is gone, and there was no $2 million prize at all.
It wasn't real? And what about Morton? And Connors? And the other campers?
Oh, they were real, but they're all dead. You're the only survivor.
So, this is the price I pay for stardom.
Your sacrifice won't be in vain. I'm also one of the survivors of this AI generator.
You too. Well, thanks for bringing me out of it. So, now what?
One of the others went up to the surface to get help and food. You barely have enough to sustain for now. There's a bathroom to the left with some food in a locker, but it's not much.
Thanks. I guess I'll have to figure things out from here.
And the other one, she'll be back soon. I sure hope we have enough pocket change to afford a few days worth of food.
I still have my credit card and my phone.
That would be great, if we could get past the cross-interference jamming up all signal chains down here. For now, I think you should freshen up. You look like you were bitten by a rattlesnake.
I can't imagine why.
Maybe this time I can change my form inside the fake world so that I'm not seen as an outsider. I gotta save that one guy. Maybe a deeper voice will work. Yeah, this should be okay for now. Okay, let's see here. Cabanas and the hot tub are on this end of the crescent. And the bar and the plaza are on the other end. And the fake jungle for porn shoots. Figures. So, if I were out of place in this gay resort, what would that look like? Doing a crossword or Wordle, working corporate calls in the bar? Hey, you heard about that new cabana boy?
Twink or the cub? I'll take the twink any night. They're usually the best hoes in one.
The cub stripper. Knox Kubrick, they call him. Bit of a prude, though.
Ooh, I've heard he's a charmer. But probably gay for pay like everyone else. Why are all the straight guys eye candy?
Money's money, right? I'd cut him some slack until I knew more about him.
No way. Hey, do any of you know where that Knox is? You too? Guess we're all going to the hot tub around back. Tell you what, I could get you front row lap dances if you bring me to him. On the house.
Yeah, sign me up! Spill the tea, Queen. What's his style like?
He's mostly a dancer, but give him some loggers on the rocks, watch him belt out a full opera. Give him a cowboy hat, he's riding 7 inches. Hour minimum. Got any questions?
You're a repeat customer. Sounds like you've been around.
Not really. We used to be friends. But I want to see for myself. He's probably slimmed down a bit if he's here.
What's his deal? Bears and dads? Or just the money?
Bring your singles, 10s, 20s, 50s, whatever, and he'll give you the best show this side of the island. I just want to bury a war hatchet. You guys can have them all. Dumped for another dad. I'd pour one out for you later. Not even close. Let's see what the strippers got. Asch? Huh. I never took you for the type to hit up hot tubs. Neither did I. Aren't you supposed to be dancing at the bar counter instead? Yeah, that's my line. And, how'd you get a harem? They led me here for you. How are you finally thriving away from corporate life? What? Never thought I'd pull it off? You always held impossible standards, and you never wanted to change. It's not like that. You never would be comfortable with a full frontal, even with me. Last time you went to a spa, you had the worst time of your life. And you think I have issues? You're not wrong, but... Here you go again. I told you, we had our fun under the stars. But that's when we were young. You never asked about how I felt, and you never wanted to. Yeah, I could still be friends, sure, but no, not anything else. And that's why I can't forgive myself for the things between us. I'm not even close to being human anymore. I know I should be institutionalized for my sins. And I will always bear them. You don't deserve to acknowledge me anymore. I get it. But now we're both here. We're fully exposed to one another. You can get your revenge all you want now. So go on. You're not atoning by being here. All you're doing is trying to talk your way around while finding another daddy. Don't you ever know how to say what you mean and act like it? I do. I'm just... sorry. You bastard. Yes, I'm a murderous bastard. Because a real Knox Kubrick would be forgiving and want proper closure. You fucking fake angel!
We really thought you would have come to terms and make peace with your sins. Now accept defeat and assimilate.
PHRENES, you know nothing about us! And I would never put the real one in harm's way, even after everything I've done to him!
Initiating Security Code Bravo. Prepare for assimilation, Subject 014.
It is time to lay down your arms. Resistance is futile.
Surrender, and we will make assimilation painless.
You have no escape, Subject 014. We outnumber you in body and mind.
No. You are all trapped here with me! I hope you like your circuits frozen!
Imaginary domain expansion imminent. Protocol Omega activating in 5, 4, 3.
Too late.
Wow. Never had a quieter shopping run in my life. Not many people out and about lately, but I can't find my car. I thought I parked next to the library like we used to years ago, but I guess the city towed it. I'll try to find out eventually. Ash? I got a Sedona omelet and the largest fries. What's happening?
Set them down and enter the pod now. I need some backup. The good news, no more naked men.
Got it. There better not be any.
Make sure to avoid the volcanic hot tub. Fire at will.
On it.
Stop interfering, Subject 179. Disengage and assimilate by direct order of...
Not if I have anything to say about it, and I do. Eat flack!
Futile. No matter your approach, we will fulfill our directives. Thus...
Ending unresponsive task.
System task unresponsive. Termination imminent.
Alright, we need to log out for now. We could end up in a coma otherwise.
What about any survivors?
Don't worry, there's only one on the other side of this illusion. Hurry up and log out! That was too close. The security programs are adapting. They're changing into those we know or had attachments towards. I let my guard down.
So, just like that dragon thing in the last one? But those were biblically accurate angels.
Kinda, but not really. The consciousness data from those already integrated the system, or those who are still alive but buried in memory.
So, what about that one in particular?
It took the form of my former best friend. I don't think he's actually dead or integrated in the Erebus machine, or I would have already found out. Unlike God, PHRENES can't truly pry into the hearts and souls of humanity.
We have to go back in, though. But I do think you should at least eat something. You look famished.
Didn't have much of a choice when I was trying to save you from Mansion Mania. You said you brought a Sedona omelet?
With chopped ham, green peppers, onions, and cheddar cheese. Oh, and the cottage fries.
The cottage fries? What about them?
With bacon bits and cheddar cheese melted on top. 3 orders, just in case you were starving.
Oh! What about yourself?
Well, besides getting new tampons, soap, and deodorant, some Rippers, a Monte Cristo sandwich, 2 milkshakes, and a sundae with fudge sauce.
Maybe I should order out more. Maybe when I get a stable job first.
So, if the survivor wasn't on that side of the island, where did he go?
There's a bar and a plaza on the other side of the island. And I hope there aren't any more security droids disguised over there. I should be able to handle things without anything else agent appropriate, but I might have to change my voice to a lower registered.
Meanwhile, I break into the room on cue and help get the survivor to safety, right?
Yeah, but this time we will save someone. Alright, I'm diving back into Gatopia. Please be on standby. This time, I'm going to be ready. Gotta cut around the island. Not happening. Paradigm shifting to Vanguard.
I knew it was too early to let you go again. Take this, you stupid dragon thing!
Not again! My Walla will not be sullied by your mathematics. No one can outwit magic eternal!
Who said anything about magic? Time for a double command F4.
You will not escape my wrath, you foolish children of Eve!
Too late.
I shall return!
How did we end up fighting that dragon thing again?
Dunno. Stay outside the bar in case of anything. Be prepared to log out on cue.
Hey, what happened out there? Kinda weird chill in the air.
Someone blew up the hot tub jets with liquid nitrogen. And I was just getting my knots loosened.
A shame, really. But a dry martini always helps.
On the rocks. Filthy, bitters, not the cheap stuff.
Fancy boy, aren't ya? You here alone?
Me? Yeah. Everyone else was at the cabanas. It doesn't matter.
Well, hopefully they'll be back. Beats packing boxes and unloading them.
You work 2 jobs? You moonlight as a bartender?
Whatever pays the bills. Oh, and you got a nice bulge. Big one too, huh?
Oh, thanks. How'd that happen?
You know, I don't get cute punks like you around often.
Define often.
About every 2 weeks or so. Mostly bears, cubs, and otters float around. Not that it's a bad thing or anything.
No judgment. I used to date a cub, actually, but it really wasn't dating at all, honestly. It was me being an unwanted attachment. Leann, get ready.
You don't have anything against those types, right?
Nope, no, it just didn't work out. I was an overbearing nuisance. I set too high standards and I expected way too much. But it was all me.
But you're still talking to me.
Yeah, fair enough. Barkeeps are on a therapeutic level of sorts, but maybe not pantsless or, right now, 2 guys with awkward boner talk.
Says who? It's just us anyways on this side of the island. You know what you really need? Some daddy love. Let me see what you got. Much needed attention.
Sure, why not? Guess everyone needs a hand or a mouth every now and then. You know, maybe I am afraid. I let my guard down once and, well...
You're a shy one with a nice thick cock.
Oh, you're one to talk, Daddy. Oh.
Seriously? Right in front of my Monte Cristo sandwich?
Leann, now!
I can't believe you had to stoop to that.
You had any better ideas? We weren't actually gonna engage in...
Not the point. Just hurry up and get him out.
What happened?
Wake up, Sleeping Beauty. Sorry you didn't really have your dream blowjob.
What? That wasn't even real?
We barely got you out alive.
You're that twunk, aren't you?
Not really. Just another survivor from the Airbus machine.
Then where are we?
I'll leave him to you, I guess. I'm gonna finish my Monte Cristo sandwich and fries without witnessing anything I did not want to see.
Maybe this guy knows something about why we're all stuck here. At least we saved someone. We might be able to get an escape vehicle together.
I hope you have more food. There's only 1 granola bar left.
You're alive?
Long story short, I actually did manage to save her.
I nearly died. If it weren't for Asch, I would have been in a coma for life. Now I'm going to help you and save everyone else before we all blow this joint.
Each Lotus module seems to represent a sort of passion that resonates with the interface pods. Mansion Mania and Camp Penance were elimination shows that draw people in who are desperate for money. Gaytopia was a home for men and their lusts for one another. But what could possibly be worth converting yourself into a data construct for?
Level 2 defense systems in Module 10 terminated. Subject 235 removed from Module 10. Alert. Exponential old world energy signatures developing in Subject 014. All security algorithms must be updated. Code Red protocols initiated.
More old world energy signatures? The machine must be able to detect the presence of the Olympians. Looks like we better hurry up with this complicated rescue mission. Hi, this is Ai-Chin Chen, the producer of Lotophagi. I just want to point out that none of the events in this show have happened in real life whatsoever, and there was absolutely no method acting between any of our voice actors. Let's just make that clear. So, Asch isn't just an ordinary teenager, right? Well, Leann didn't notice much earlier, aside from the falls being raging cascades, but some things are about to turn her world perspective around in the future episodes. Today's cast includes Lexi Elliott, myself, Kat Mackay, Vinny Scoville, James Knapp, Kaitlyn Jenkins, Mike Harrison Wood, and Sam Ferd. All of our royalty-free background music is provided by TeknoAxe, Cold Cinema, Flowsphere, and Michael Lair, aka Hedgehog Ninja 94. All ambiances are provided by Free Audio Zone. Lotophagi is a production of Tiny Jane Studios. See you next time!